Hello everybody, it's Alessandra. Welcome to my house, to my kitchen. And today's videographer is my daughter Sabrina. She panicked when she saw the lentil soup on again. So we're gonna make her happy. She said, "Ma, why don't you make something that I love?" And what does she love? She loves pizzette. Pizzette, pizze fritte, pizzelles, any way you wanna call them. It's basically fried pizza dough. Usually I purchase the pizza dough, but being that we are in quarantine, I've decided to make my own, which I often do. The pizza dough is fabulous to have because you can make calzones, you can make pizza of escarols. There's lots of stuff you could do it. So let's get started with the pizza dough, and then I will make the sauce that would go on top of the pizza. And but right now we just got to get this dough made so it could rise and rest. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I did was water that's at 100 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit, because you do not want the yeast to burn. And I'm going to proof it to make sure that it's good and it's active. And the way you do that, so you have your warm water. It's okay. So let me get to the ingredients. It's 1.25 cups of the warm water. It's going to be 3 3/4 cups of flour. I do use a bread flour, which is higher in gluten, and it definitely makes a better end product. I'm going to use a teaspoon of sugar, which goes in the water to activate the yeast. The yeast here is, I put a teaspoon of yeast. I'm going to put that in. Let me move my olive oil. And here I have 2 teaspoons of salt. So I'm going to, I measured the water already. I'm going to just stir it and just let it sit a couple minutes. When you see that's bubbly, then you know that the yeast is active. Okay, now in my stand-up mixer, I'm going to put my flour that I've pre-measured, which is 3 3/4 cups. Okay, here it goes. And sorry, I wipe everything on myself. Great, okay. I'm gonna put the 2 teaspoons of the salt, and stop laughing, girls, okay? Okay, all right. So I'm gonna mix it because you don't want the salt in contact with the yeast, just in case it stops. And we will be using 3 tablespoons of the extra virgin olive oil, okay? So as you can see, my yeast is bubbling up. Okay, so I'm going to slowly add the mixture in. Okay, going to put my oil into. Again, 2 to 3 tablespoons, a little bit more. It's not going to. Okay, there it goes. Okay, see you in a couple minutes when this is all well mixed. 5-6 minutes have passed and the dough looks beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna take it off the hook. I've greased a glass bowl, and what I'm going to do now, no additional flour to be added. It's just elastic and beautiful. I mean, take a look at that. Okay, just work it a little bit more. Also, if you don't have the stand-up mixer, you could do it by hand. Put all the ingredients on the work surface and just mix it. Of course, it's a little bit more work, but so very well worth it. Okay, so here it goes. Look at this beautiful dough. Going to put it in, slide it in like this, get it all nice and greasy, all greased all around. Okay, let me just get my hands wiped. Okay, and plastic wrap on top, and Now, I am going to put it in a draft-free area and let it sit till it has doubled or even tripled in size. And then I'll start making the tomato sauce that will go on top of the pizzette. See you in a little bit. The pizza dough has turned out beautifully. It's all well risen, and we'll stretch it out and start creating the pizzelles. But before we touch the pizza dough, what we need to do is extra virgin olive oil, San Marzano whole peel tomatoes, fresh basil is really a must in this recipe, and garlic. We're not going to chop up the garlic. We're going to leave it whole. Let's move over to the stove and get started. My flame is on high. I've put my olive oil in and 2 cloves of garlic. I left the garlic whole because I will be removing it. We don't want it on top of the pizza. The olive oil, I would say approximately 1/4 cup. Okay, now it's starting. Let me get a wooden spoon. Starting to release its flavor. Okay. And this sauce takes roughly 15 tops 20 minutes to cook. So as I once get the tomatoes in and the San Marzano in, what I do is I move it over to another burner and start working with the pizza. And so then as soon as the pizza's fried, the tomato is hot, you just grate on some Parmesan cheese and it is absolutely delicious. Go. Okay, so the garlic looks beautiful. I definitely don't want it to burn. So I'm going to move it over to my sink and just oh boy. Okay, perfect. Let's get it back on the stove. Okay, lower it a little bit. Masher, don't mash the garlic, just keep the tomatoes through this kind of process. Okay, we're all set. Okay, so here's the pizza dough. I'm going to get it on the counter. Okay, pick up my sleeve a little bit. Wow, it's unbelievably soft and pliable. Look at this, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so let's get it stretched down now and get these pizzelles ready because I have people waiting to get the pizzelles tonight. Again, we do a no contact delivery. I leave everything hanging on people's mailboxes. So it's all very extremely exciting. Okay. The pizza dough looks fantastic. I'm so excited. Okay, good thing this counter is large because I could really keep going. Okay, so now I'm going to stop a second because I want to move over there, show you the oil and all the setup that I have for the frying of the pizza. My tomato sauce is bubbling away, looks fantastic. I'm going to rip some fresh basil in. Apparently you're not supposed to cut the basil. I've cut it many times, but this is the best way to get the flavor out. Going to salt my sauce. Okay, so we're good to go. You know, another 10 minutes and this baby is ready. Okay. Yeah. The flame is on. It's on a medium heat. Okay, and I'm waiting for the oil to warm up. And over here, I'm going to start cutting my pizzelle. Pizze fritte, pizzelle, plenty of different ways to call this wonderful alternative to just a regular pizza. Okay, the oil looks about ready. Let's try. Actually, maybe just a couple more. Yeah, looks good. Okay, and let's see what happens. Okay, I have the heat on medium high, and they look like they're frying beautifully. Got a big bubble right there. Okay. As you can see, they fry rather quickly and they're just beautiful. It really takes minutes. The longest part of the process is really just having the pizza dough rise. But otherwise, the frying is really just minutes. This took literally 15 minutes. These are all the pizzelle we got, okay? Look at the different shapes. That's what I love. This is exactly what I remember growing up, and this is what I try to keep up these traditions so my children one day could teach their children. Also, a lot of my children's friends will love this. So tonight we will be bringing some of the pizzelle to some friends, and I hope they'll be very surprised to get their pizzelle tonight. Okay, so here we go. So the tomato sauce, just put it right on. Okay, can you use shredded mozzarella cheese? Yes, you can. Can you use other toppings? Yes, you could pretty much do whatever you would like, but this is the way we had them when we were children. It's just basically pasta cresciuta, mia nonna would say. Un po' di pasta cresciuta, fritta, pomodoro. It cannot get any fresher than this, just pure deliciousness in its simplicity. This is what I love about Italian food, is simple ingredients that make delicious. I'm gonna just push it down a little bit and just keep adding sauce on it. The sauce is very hot. The pizzelle are very hot, and when they're ready, you just start eating because you don't want them to get cold. Even though I'm not gonna lie, even cold, they are delicious. Okay. Okay, you cannot see on this side of the camera, but I have everybody staring. Everybody's just starving and dying to get in. Okay, so this is Parmigiano Reggiano. This is exactly what you do. Right over it. And this is just the perfect pizzetta. Mio Dio. Okay, yes, one more item. A little bit of the basil right over it. And now, the best part is for me to taste one. I think I'm gonna taste this one, this little rectangle right here. Okay? Sorry, this is delicious. Absolutely delicious. I'm gonna choke, but if you like what you see, just subscribe. I love food. I love to share my food with people because to me, food is love. Thank you. Be safe. Stay healthy.